Coming up, it's an AFC clash, with Houston looking to make it 6 wins in their last 7 against Buffalo. Get ready for NFL action in Week 4 as the Texans take on the Bills. Next.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Still nothing here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that nearly an opening. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little test.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game and a victory a week ago.
Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you.
Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's 2nd down, and the defense needing to step up. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Boy, talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points. So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Ball in the red zone here in this defense with a big down coming up. It's 3rd and inches. Watson on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Maybe a free play for Watson. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand.
Offside, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep them.
Okay, the field goal unit out on the field as they look to get 3 points here in the waning moments of this first half. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it. A potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second-half lead? From the red zone now, Watson got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it?
The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect it. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So here are the Texans to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but on 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Lindsey now off the read option.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down. Nice little gain. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Allen and the Bills now. Down 16-13. Just over 2 minutes to go. Their perfect start to the season in So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. His throw incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing is Allen. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're...
Time to get back into this one here in overtime. A red zone alert, and a touchdown means game over. From the 17, Watson, and he will find his man on the outside.
And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it, all right? I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Watson, option play. He'll hand it to Johnson.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So they say forget the field goal in the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football. First throw of overtime for Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A big gain there for the Bills.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. First down and more for Allen. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big gain there for the Bills. this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man.